Joining me now are Lennie Gerber and Pearl Berlin, along with Zach Walls, a gay rights advocate who has two mothers and has authored the new book, My Two Moms. Lennie, tell us how you felt last night when the vote came in North Carolina to deny you your rights.
Well, look at it. This is the way I think about what happened last night. This Constitution of North Carolina, Article 1, Section 1 says, we hold it to be self-evident that all persons are created equal. And last night they added 5 words, except gays and lesbians. And that just burns a hole in my heart that they would put that inequality in the state constitution.
Pearl, after being wounded like that last night, what did it feel like this afternoon when the President of the United States said he disagreed with that vote? He'd already come out against that amendment, but has now made the public statement that he believes you should have the right to marry.
Well, naturally I was pleased. I'm a little concerned that there might be some negative effects in the next election because of the prejudices and the discrimination, but that he had the courage and that I have lived long enough in my life to see this and hear this on TV when as many as, or as few as 20 years ago, nobody ever heard the word lesbian said aloud. And in my life, I had to live quite a while in order to know and understand what it was all about. That President Obama spoke forth the way he did today was just wonderful.
Zach Walls, we all heard your impassioned speech to the Iowa legislature about this issue. What was your reaction to what the president had to say, and your two moms' reaction to what the president said today?
You know, it was unbelievable, Lawrence, to hear those words from the sitting president of the United States. I called my mom, Terry, who was at work at the Veterans Affairs Hospital. She actually hadn't heard the news until I told her, and she couldn't believe it. She just kept saying, wow. and to be honest, I think that was how we all felt. For the first sitting U.S. president to openly support same-sex marriage, to be the same president who, when he was born, his parents, a white woman and a black man, couldn't have been married in the state of North Carolina. We've come a long way, Lawrence.
Lennie, do you share Pearl's worry that this position might hurt President Obama in his re-election campaign?
Well, one always worries a little bit about that because there is losing the battle last night, you're reminded of how many people are still prejudiced. On the other hand, when we see the progress that has happened, and it's happening so rapidly, it seems like each month something else good is happening in terms of the gay community. And people more and more are coming out, like the two of us. I mean, I'm 76 years old, Pearl is 87. We have, lived our whole life quietly, but here we are out there in the open, the lesbian icons of the decade or something, or the year. And so, this is, everybody knows a lesbian or a gay person now, and that is helping move this along so rapidly that I am less concerned than I would have been, 5 years ago or 4 years ago or even 1 year ago.
Pearl, what's it like for you to see a young man like Zach Walls, who's sharing the screen with you tonight, come out publicly as he did in Iowa and speak to the legislature in defense and praise of his two mothers?
I just have the greatest admiration for him and respect for his openness and honesty, and I think he's a role model that I wish many other young people would follow.
Zach,
and I would just like to add, he is the living proof. He is the living proof that the children raised by gay parents or lesbian parents come out beautifully.
Zach, you just have time to say thank you and good night to Lennie and Pearl.
Thank you both. Pearl, right back at you. I really appreciate it, both of you. Have a nice night.
Lennie Gerber and Pearl Berlin and Zach Walls, you all get the last word tonight. Thank you all very much for joining me tonight.
Thank you, Lawrence.
The Ed Show is up next.